Well, okay, you asked for it, and it's time for guitar number 11, which would be the Iyv Itf-300Na for natural. Now, when I first saw this guitar, it was on Leo and Dan Ryan's channel, where they had demoed one, and I thought I liked it. And I went to my Amazon here, and there was none. And then, let's see, well, a few weeks went by, and all of a sudden, Amazon popped up with Itf-300Na. And I found out that the Na was natural, which meant that the veneer on the top was actually natural and not a photo finish like the first batch. So I got one of the first ones from the second batch they produced, and I ended up with the Na. When they launched it, it was $169 on special in Canada. It only came with the two knobs. I added this one. But look at the book matching on both sides here. Absolutely perfect. Now, I've seen other guys, portray theirs, and their book matching and the designs that they got were nowhere near as beautiful as this one, and I took the opportunity at every moment to tell them, I think mine's prettier. Even Jimmy Stewart, and he agreed that mine was prettier than his. So yes, I jumped on it right away, and I got it. Beautiful body. I can't find the, oh yes I can, one there and there, but you got to look really close to try to find out like where the separations are in the body pieces, which is 3 pieces. The back of the neck is satin. The tuners on here are still the original. They're adequate and decent, a couple of them a little bit sloppy. If I was to receive this in a box today, I would probably change them out. So I got this on September 11th, 2020, so it's 2.5 years already. This hasn't been out of the box in quite a while now, so I took it out and I gave it a little wax job, cleaned it up. Wasn't much dirt on it, mostly dust, and made it look pretty for this video. Prettier. The standard Iyv logo on the top. I put in the nice string tree. This one was built in, I think, it's in Vietnam or Indonesia? Yeah, Vietnam. And I found that the build quality on this guitar was really, really good. I mean, for 169 bucks, that's really, really good. And the binding that went around here is really, really nice. I never found any flaws in this at all that I can recall. I think I did put the bone nut in there myself. You'd have to go back and look at the series, the 2-part series that I did on this. So what I did was I modded it. So it came in with a volume and a tone. So I took everything out as I can recall, and I wanted 2 volumes, so I made this tone a volume. No, I kept this one as a tone, and I added a volume here and made them independent so that the middle is blendable. And I split them. I can't remember if it came with a push-pull on one of them or not. So, but I split both of them now independently, which gives you, again, more options, especially in the middle. If you want to, like, split one, keep the other one full, or, up and down, whatever level you want on each one, blend it in together in the middle position. So, I like that as an option to get, to be able to match tones that I need. From time to time, this mod is prevalent throughout a lot of my guitars. All right, so I mean, here it is. It's 2.5 years. It's still perfect. I love the, you know, the grain on the back of the neck as well. The satin is absolutely smooth. Of course, I did the leveling, I believe, and all that stuff. But I took it out of the case, after it's been in there. Geez, it must be over a year since it's been in there. And the low E was a little bit flat or sharp, and one of the other ones, I think it was the B, was off a little bit, and the other ones were still in tune. I had a hard time believing that yesterday. Anyhow, so I can blame Leo and Dan for the purchase of this guitar. It was my first Iyv, and it left a really good flavor for me, and I've subsequently bought a couple more, but this one, I mean, really stood out. So I call this Telly number 4 because I had built the other 3, and this was the 4th version I got in this style of body, which is Telly, and my one and only thin line style that I can remember. I don't think I have another one. And anyway, so I just saw a video from J-Man, and he was showing his Joyos. I bought these some time ago to do a test for the company on them, and I decided, well, I'm going to put mine on today. Boom. Okay, so these pickups are the Destiny CNC wound. This is their brand, and I've had them in several guitars now, and they are nice pickups. This is full. I have the spec. The bridge is 8.6K and the neck is 8.3K. Split, the bridge goes down to 4 because I put no Fralin resistor in it, and on the bridge it's going down to 6 because I put a 3.3K resistor in it. And this is what the schematic looks like for that. Alright, so what I'm on is my standard Reverb 65 Deluxe, no effects. Alright, so these pickups, this is the bridge, full out. Beautiful. The neck, full up. Middle. No splits. This is a pick 0.50. Don't know what the material is. 0.50 and 0.46 makes a difference. Probably doesn't come across on the microphone of my tablet, which is quite good because I've done a lot of videos open air recording before I learned how to record it into my computer. And then 0.60, 0.71. So the thicker you go, the warmer it gets. That's the rule of thumb. Alright, so let's go to 0.5. So basically, as I mentioned, this one has the push-pull on here. So I didn't want it to go to 4 because I thought it was too thin. So I let it go to 6. So it thins out a bit, but keeps the other coil on, and that's as much of a drop as I want, and and I get enough of what I want. But you know, as you roll back, there's no bleed circuits in this guitar, right? I wasn't putting bleed circuits in back then, I don't think. So there's no treble bleeds on these pickups, which would improve the fidelity of them slightly, which I could always do. Okay, so this is how they sound with no added effects. Now, nobody really plays anything with no effects, so I have a standard setup that I use for all my testing, which is with my small delay and my small reverb set at 2, volume 2, level 2. That's the bridge. I don't know how anybody could think that that doesn't sound good, because I mean, that sounds good. That is just beautiful. As Jay says, articulation. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, and the knob came off. And then the bridge, should say the neck split. Now, because of its position, up here being warmer, I have it lowered below standard 1/8, 1/16, because the strings vibrate a lot more here than they do there. So I've got it lowered a little bit to balance out the sound output between here and there. And I allowed it to go all the way to 4 because here it didn't sound as thin as what the bridge does, because you know, you get more vibrations over at this location. So this is guitar number 11. I've been extremely happy with it all this time. I've done a number of instrumental songs with it. I've enjoyed it very, very much, and I mean, for the $169 plus the 13% tax here in this province, the mods I did, which was basically put in an extra push-pull switch, a bone nut, a little bit of wiring changing. I mean, I really didn't spend a lot of extra money on this one, and it is one of the most fantastic deals that I've ever gotten, is this one. So if I was to go back on it again, I think, yes, I'd probably upgrade the tuners to likely something like the Music Lily locking tuners, which have a gear ratio of 15:1 or 1:15. They work very well. For the price here is like $50 Canadian, which is exorbitant compared to other places, but they're one of the cheaper ones that you can get. The States can get Geiger for less money than I pay for Music Lily. I can get Geigers directly from China for around $45 Canadian, shipped in, no tax, but it takes like 5-6 weeks. So you just have to wait for them when you want them. So yes, I haven't oiled this fretboard since I put these new strings on, which was basically in September of 2020. So they've been on there all this time, and no signs of you know, drying out or anything like that. The lemon oil treatment worked really well. Thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate all your support, and catch us in the next one.